If you are looking to study in a country which is highly industrialized, then this video is for you. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for watching today. Guys, if you are thinking of moving abroad in 2024, this is a video you should watch. And please, when you watch this video, remember that Milton made a video like this, and I will encourage you to watch the video till the end. The reason I'm saying I will encourage you to watch the video till the end is because there are a lot of things I want to talk about here. For those of you who do not understand the process of legalization, I am going to explain now detailedly in this video, quoting examples of countries like Austria, Portugal, Belgium, Czech Republic and Slovakia. First of all, let's take a look at what is the process of legalization. Now, legalization simply means that you take your documents to competent authorities, then tell competent authorities so that they can sign the document and stamp the document to make sure that if you are using the documents internationally, those people internationally or those internationals should understand that the document is a real document. This process was introduced because a lot of people have been faking documents around. Now, for those who do not understand, like I said, I mentioned Austria. Let me first of all explain the process of legalization to you before I will now give you examples based on those countries. Now, if you are a Cameroonian or Nigerian, I will be using these two countries so as to elaborate more. Please, other nationalities should follow from this video. Let me start with Cameroonians. Cameroonians, for you to legalize your document, okay, as a Cameroonian, I'll be using those who graduated from the University of Boya as example. Please, then I will come back to Nigerians. Please, if you graduate from the University of Boya and you want to legalize your document, the document now, you first of all need to carry it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs because your certificate has been approved by the Ministry of Higher Education. Right, so now you need to take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This is what you need to do. Those from Cameroon and who graduated from UB, you will now take your certificate back script office, tell them that they should certify it. You are going to pay some money for that. Then you take an original transcript from UB. That one is original, you cannot certify it. Add to the document that was certified, maybe your attestation or your certificate. Now, if you are applying for master's degree abroad, you would also need to get confirmation of your ordinary levels and advanced level results from the GCE board. When they are addressing the confirmation, the GCE board will ask you, who are we addressing this confirmation to? You tell them to address it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, maybe in Yaoundé. Yes. And when they give you the confirmation, you have to pay for it. I don't know how much it is. Ask the competent authorities. You carry the documents now to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, your confirmation and your documents from UB. You carry them now to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. There with the originals, when you are going to take the originals, because they will see the originals before they will stamp and sign it. When you take it there, sign the document, they will stamp the document as well. If they do not sign the document, know that the document is fake. But if it's legit, they are going to sign the document. Put this into consideration, please. That is done. Legalization now is done. Now, in the case where you want to do Austrian application, or if you want to do Austrian application, like if you want to apply for a school in Austria, because if you do not legalize your documents for Austria, you cannot apply for a school in Austria. You have to now book an appointment at the VFS Global Center in Yaoundé. How will you book the appointment? You go to the Austrian Embassy website in Abuja. You are going to find a section that says book an appointment. You check the section for Nigerians, Cameroonians, Ghanaians and other nationalities. You check yours and you book an appointment. It will now redirect you to the office where you are going to go with your documents in Cameroon for them to verify it. When they verify the documents, now that is when the document is legit. That is for Austria. Now, when you finish the documents, in the case of Belgium, now let's talk Belgium before we talk Portugal. You will now carry these documents. When you finish with them from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you will now take the documents to TLS contact. Yes, If you do not carry these documents to TLS contact, you are wasting your time, because it is from TLS contact that they are now going to take it to the competent authorities in Yaoundé for them to do the signing. So this is the process you need when it comes to Belgium. Then after that, it is now okay for you to use for application for visa. And in the case you want to follow the procedure for Portugal, you will equally need to carry them to competent authorities for Portugal. And now, which are the competent authorities for Portugal? This is where a lot of people get confused. Now, the competent authorities for Portugal are the Portuguese embassy, or let me say the Portuguese embassies or consulate. You will now carry these documents, legalization, at the level of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You now carry it, book an appointment, and you go to the Portuguese embassy for legalization. Cameroonians, you do not have it in Cameroon. Austria is in Nigeria. Portugal is in Nigeria. So please put all this into consideration. It is very, very important. I talked about Belgium. I talked about Portugal. Until you finish with that particular process, that is when the documents are ready for use. All right. Now let's talk about Czech Republic. When you finish from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you can now carry the documents. The process for Czech Republic, they call it super legalization. You will now carry it to the Czech embassy or consular in your home country. For Cameroonians, it is located in Douala. You carry it to the Czech embassy for them to put the necessary stamps on it. The process is called super legalization. When that process is complete, or when the process is complete, you will now collect the documents and submit to the competent authorities or the schools in which you want to apply to. This is the only way you can succeed with the procedure. You understand? Now, if this process is not complete, you may not be able to pull through, because they will be rejected. Like, the papers will be rejected. If you do not do it this way, they will reject the papers and you will not be able to submit it. Okay, you will not be able to submit it. So please pay attention to all this. Now, when it comes to the officials for Slovak, or let me say the Slovak authorities, you will need to deposit the documents. And also, remember, I didn't mention the police character and all those other certificates. You will also need, because like for Belgium, you will also need to add your birth certificate, for their police character, your medical report to this. Okay. Then for Slovakia, you also need to add your police character. For Czech Republic, you also need to add your police character and medical report. Okay. Then for Belgium, the same thing. Now let's go to Nigerians. This is the process for Cameroonians. Nigerians, this is the first thing you need to do. You need to first of all carry the documents, your certificate. I do not know if your school is going to accept that, or what your school is going to do. I do not know the process your school is going to take, but you have to start from the Ministry of Education. Then from the Ministry of Education, you will do the process. I think you have to book appointments, something like that. But for Nigerians, this is the process. Then from the Ministry of Education, you go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with the documents for them to be legalized or authenticated. Then from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, now you now carry them to the competent authorities. If you are applying for schools in Austria, you need to do the same procedure I explained. You need, after Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you need to take the documents to the embassy for them, or the VFS Global. For Cameroonians, they use VFS Global since the embassy is in Nigeria. But for those who have the embassy, you will take it to the embassy for them to do verification, because they need to send lawyers to check if the documents you actually submitted are the real documents, and there are prices, like figures you have to pay for this. Then if you're applying to Portugal, you take it to the Portuguese embassy. Applying to Belgium, you do same. TLS contact has to verify the documents. Czech Republic embassy, in case you want to apply to the Czech Republic, they need to equally verify the documents, and the same thing has to be done for Slovakia. This is the entire process you need in order. They call this process legalization. Some people call it legalization authentication, where we mix the words, but in a nutshell, the procedure, they call it authentication of documents. That's, you make your documents authentic. So they need to verify which one you actually have, decide if the document, in fact, if they don't see originals, they will not do this process for you. So please, this is the process. I'm just making this video so that you understand. And most of the time, to do authentication nowadays is even very difficult. Like, a lot of people are having problems now because they started the process late. Some are complaining of appointment dates. I do not know what it entails, but again, I'm not doing the process. So those of you involved, please keep checking, because if you do not check, you cannot do this process. And without you doing the process, you cannot succeed. And I will emphasize here, please make sure you apply for your schools early. Make sure you apply for your schools early, because if you do not do early applications, applying for visa would be hard. This is a fact. Please make sure you apply early. I'm just saying this because I know a lot of people at the end of the day, they will not do the correct thing, but I'm just advising you and giving you options to follow. Please make sure you do it early. Now, for those that were asking me about some universities in Belgium, I'm going to be bringing videos about that, and please, I will advise you, if you watch my video, please share it with somebody, because it's going to help another person. I will equally be talking about some schools in the Czech Republic. I understand that Czech universities now will give you admissions, but the problem might be at the level of the visa application. That's the appointment, the embassy appointment. They seems to be taking very few people for appointments. This brings me to another point that I want to mention. Please, especially my people in Nigeria and Cameroon, those from Ghana, they might have these embassies in your country, and which means that if you are applying for countries like Czech Republic, Poland, Germany now, please, I will advise you to skip doing applications here. That's, do not apply to schools in these places, because appointment is going to be a problem, especially for Poland and Czech Republic and Germany. I'm just giving you advice. Please try to avoid these countries and focus elsewhere. Schools are opening already in Austria. If you've done your legalization, you proceed. Schools are opening in Switzerland. If you've done your legalization, you proceed. Schools will be opening in Slovakia very soon, so get your legalization done and proceed. Then other countries like Sweden are already closed, and somehow other affordable countries are still in Europe, like Belgium. Again, for Belgium, try and apply early. This is advice I would give to you. I hope this video helps you.